Hey, what's going on, guys? KrowOfMurderXV here with a new episode of Vlog. Man, things have been just rolling and just kind of coming to fruition and kind of just falling in place a little bit. It's been crazy. Sorry if I'm seeming a little out of it. I just woke up about a couple of hours ago and I'm still really tired, for good reasons though. I actually had a little get-together yesterday, had a few friends come up, where I'm going to be moving to Florida, hopefully next month, and I wanted to kind of just have a little get-together with some friends that I'm probably not going to be seeing for a year or two at the most, just where I'm going to be moving and not going to be seeing them for a while physically, so to Moon, Wolf, Reese, Lindsay, if you guys are watching this, thank you so much for coming down yesterday and making yesterday a really great day. It's honestly something that I really needed, not just for myself, but I think, you know, Nikki needed it too, along with Chris and Alicia. We just needed a good day to hang out and have fun, because where it's been so long since we've been able to hang out. I mean, I know that we about a couple of weeks ago I went to Moon's to hang out because he had to get together, but I don't know, just something about having them come here and hang out and stuff just really meant a lot, especially with Mom passing away. It's one of the first times that I've actually really had people over to hang out and just have a good time, so it really meant a lot to me, so I want to say thank you guys. It really meant a lot, especially with what happened yesterday, so thank you so much, and I definitely will be seeing you guys soon, because I know we were talking about, you know, chatting over Discord and that kind of stuff, and Zoom, and, you know, where technology has advanced so much, you know, we have the ability to talk over the internet and still actually see each other. But something about that physical aspect of just being able to hang out, play video games, go swimming, record silly videos and stuff, it really meant a lot, so thank you guys. But let's go ahead and get some channel news. I have slowly started getting back into my streaming schedule, which I'll be streaming tonight. I don't know exactly what I'll be streaming because there's been so many games coming out recently that I've been wanting to play. Pokemon Unite has been skyrocketing recently, where it released last week, and I've been having a blast with it, which actually, when I'm recording this episode, a new character is actually supposed to be released, Gardevoir, who was actually in the beta, and I'm actually interested to see how Gardevoir is going to play, because I only played a tiny bit of the beta, so I didn't get to check out all the characters that were available at that time, because the beta was technically region locked to Japan only, though there was a workaround about it, thankfully everything legal, but I didn't get a chance to play all the characters, so it's going to be interesting to see how these characters that were in the beta play as well, and future characters to go along with it. I've still been needing to get back to Skyward Sword because I've only done one episode of it, and so far I'm really enjoying it. Skyward Sword was one of those games that I never played when it first released for the Wii, just for the simple fact of I've heard a lot of complaints about the motion controls. They weren't very responsive, and it just kind of turned me away from wanting to play Skyward Sword. But whenever they did the HD release, I just wanted to try it out because it's one of the few Legend of Zelda games that I never actually played, along with like Phantom Hourglass, Spirit Tracks. There's a couple of them, you know, on and off that I haven't played. But I mean, I've played most of the mainline ones, so it's going to be really cool to play through Skyward Sword. So I'm really excited about that. And essentially any type of games that you guys want to see me play, I've gotten responses for playing Borderlands 2, going back to Mega Man X. There's still a ton of games that I want to play. It's just a matter of what do I want to play and what's going to kind of draw in a crowd, because it's a weird balance between, and I can say the same thing for YouTube as well, it's a weird balance of what do I want to do and what do people want to see. And it's always such a hard balance to try to, what's the word I'm thinking of? Compromise. Because streamers that, streamers and even content creators that want to do their own thing, I highly, encourage that, because if you're doing things that you don't want to do just to get the clicks, and you're not enjoying what you're playing or doing, then there's no need for it. You got to enjoy what you want to do, and sometimes you got to do what you want to do, even if that means you're not going to get the numbers that somebody that is doing something extremely popular at the time is going to be getting. Like, say for example, I don't know, back when Among Us was really, really big, that game would get a lot more clicks than somebody playing Super Mario World. But it's one of those, in my personal opinion, I try to do games that I want to do, and then alongside what people want to see, but I give them the option of like, okay, this is what I want to play, but out of this list of things that I want to do, what do you guys want to see the most? So it's kind of, like I said, it's kind of a compromise between what you're wanting to do and what people are wanting to see. And it's a hard balance. It really is. And I've struggled with that for years, even though I've tried to kind of stay on the line of, I want to do what I want to do, even if that doesn't give me the numbers. Which, the numbers aren't exactly important per se, but they do when you're trying to grow as a channel, as an establishment, especially if you're trying to do this to get paid and stuff. And with me starting the KrowOfMurder15 Twitch page, where Game Bros has essentially stopped and disbanded, it's hard to get those numbers back. Now, do I want those numbers? Yes, absolutely. Is it the most important thing in the world? No. But it would still be nice to get those numbers and still try to make money off of something that I love doing. But in the long run of things, I know realistically that you have to be in the right place at the right time, know the right people, and have that following in order to do this full time. But that's neither here nor there. That's just, we'll just continue from that. And yes, this is going to be a longer episode because I do have a lot to talk about, so I apologize in advance. There's just been a lot of things going on recently, and a lot of things on my mind, especially where Mom has passed away. A lot of you have seen the videos of me kind of talking about that, so I'm not going to be redundant and continue to talk about that kind of stuff. More channel news is Nikki and I are actually going to be recording the next episode, or actually technically the first official episode, because the first one was a pilot, of our podcast series, which is going to be called Is This a Podcast? Nikki and I have been in the talks about doing this for a while, over a month or so. She's always wanted to do a podcast type of show where we just sit around, goof off, talk about whatever we want. And some of the people saying what they want us to talk about. Like the first episode, we got a comment that somebody wanted us to talk about our favorite creepypastas. And that's something that I've always enjoyed, is looking into creepypastas, especially things like Slender Man, Jeff the Killer, SCP started as a creepypasta, but just stuff like that. So in the next couple of days, we're going to be recording our first official episode of that. Now, going into more personal news, a lot of you know that in the next few weeks, probably about a month or two, hopefully just in the month, because it just depends on how long everything is going to take, I will be moving to Florida. I'm going to be moving with Nikki. And the process is going to be long, just for the simple fact of I have to pack all of this stuff up and put it in a U-Haul and drive all the way from here to Florida, which is going to be about anywhere between a 12 to 14 hour drive. So, and then I have to make a pit stop along the way. But that's in the process right now. I'm actually going to be starting to pack this week, kind of starting getting things together, because the main thing that's holding it back is I have to go through the probate process because Mom didn't have a will. So I'm having to take care of all that kind of stuff, all the legal issues, well, not issues, but all the legal stuff and all that kind of everything, making sure that all the utilities are put in my name, just all that kind of stuff. And it takes time. Like, we just now got the death certificates in, so I'm now able to call these companies and say, hey, I need this switched over to my name. And then after that, essentially get this house ready whenever I move. So it's just going to be a long process, and there's going to be a little bit of a time where I'm not going to be streaming. I'm going to be getting everything ready, but I'm going to be trying to stream as much as I can, because I still want to, get back into the flow of things. So it's been a ride. It's been an insane ride, and I'm so grateful for everybody that has been there for me, that has been helping me out. It's a lot to take in, and it's a lot of stuff to do, and sometimes it can be extremely overwhelming of the amount of things that I have to do, because I've never been put in this situation before. But at the same time, it has, in my personal opinion, it has forced me to, I'm not saying that I haven't been mature, but where I haven't had a lot of life experience, to a certain degree, it's forced me to grow up just a little bit more than what I was used to. Taking care of bills, taking care of essential things. And that's not, and it's weird saying that because, I'm 34 years old, and normally I usually didn't have to worry about that kind of stuff. I had bills and everything like that, like credit card and that kind of stuff, but nothing to this extent. But I try my best to keep on top of it and everything, and I'd like to think that I'm doing a good job so far. I mean, nothing's been shut off or anything like that. Nothing's been being like, oh, you have to do this or anything like that. But it's been a wild ride, and I'm so grateful to everybody that has been helping out so far and that has been continuing to help out. So it's really nice to know that even with my mom and dad being gone, that I still have family out there and friends that I consider family that reaches out and is like, hey, we're here to help you and make sure that you're okay, and we've got your back, and whatever you need, we're there for you, and we'll help you out however we can. So literally from the bottom of my heart, thank you guys so much. And we just have to keep moving forward. That's literally the only thing we can do. We can't stop. We can't. Because if we stop, that's the end of things. And that's something that Mom taught me. That's something that Dad taught me, is you have to keep moving forward. And I have been trying my best to, and I'd like to think that I've been doing good so far. And I'm going to do my best to continue pushing forward with everything that I'm wanting to do, and just life in general. So, but anyway, guys, I'm going to go ahead and hop off here. I'm going to take the day to kind of relax a little bit, because the past few days have been nuts, and I have been running around doing errands and just running around feeling like a chicken with my head cut off. So I'm going to take today to relax, though I will be streaming tonight, so make sure to check it out. I don't know when I'm going to be playing yet, but make sure to tune in. And I would say maybe around the beginning week of August, look out for the first official episode of Is This a Podcast, featuring myself and my amazing girlfriend, Dragon of Sunshine, aka Nikki. But anyway, guys, I'm going to hop off here. I'm going to go chill, and I will catch you guys next time. So this is KrowOfMurder15, signing off.